Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King, and today I'm going to be giving you part 6 of what if Naruto was neglected by everyone. Remember to get this one to 100 likes as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform. And stay in tune because after this I'm going to be posting a new episode of what if Kaguya was Naruto's mother and what if Naruto returned different after his training trip. So stay in tune for those and enjoy. And I'm also going to be posting what if Naruto's a vampire over on Anime King too. Yeah guys, so stay in tune. I hope you guys enjoy each and every episode. And remember, if you're new and this is the first time hearing my voice and you enjoy the videos on both Anime King and Anime King 2, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you all for your help and your support guys, and yeah, without further ado, let's begin this new episode. Start the intro.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their
So the last part we left off, Team 7 was being trained by Kakashi, as Menma told Kakashi that he already knew how to tree walk, and he already knew how to water walk. So he asked if he can go and train by his own, as Kakashi allowed that, as Sasuke and Sakura were the main focus as Kakashi was teaching them tree walking. We then had a time skip, as Menma and Naruto was sitting in the forest, as Haku came there. She was picking herbs to help Zabuza. Menma quickly recognized her chakra signature and knew who she was. So she came up to the both of them, as she said her piece and was going off, when she suddenly froze as she felt something holding onto her shoulder. As she looked around to see Naruto, but how? How did he move so fast, she wondered. Before she could do anything, Menma was at her other side, as Naruto then activated Sharingan and stared into her eyes. We then had a time skip. The group was on the bridge fighting off against Zabuza and Rayman, a Kumo ninja, now formerly a missing nin, as his specialty is lightning. Naruto and Menma then arrived, as Naruto activated Sharingan, as he made contact with Haku after sending out a chakra pulse. As her eyes changed into the Sharingan, she quickly broke the ice dome, letting out the kids, as Mito pulled Sasuke over to the adult group, as Haku then appeared and sealed all of them in the ice dome, trapping all of them, as Naruto and Menma then stopped on the bridge. Menma took on Rayman and Naruto took on Zabuza. As Menma battled Rayman, Rayman was surprised over this kid's mastery of all elements, seeing that he was from a special clan, and he doesn't even weave hand signs. In the end, Menma turned his body into a lightning bolt as he spin and tear right through Rayman, killing him. As Naruto took care of Zabuza swiftly, as Zabuza couldn't believe a genin was dealing with him like that. As Naruto took care of the body so no one will know, he then went and took care of the body with Menma. As Kushina was enough to kill Haku and they were free from the ice dome. When Naruto and the others arrived, they asked when they got here. Kakashi felt the chakra signature before he was captured, but it couldn't be. Why were they lying, he wondered. But he will just keep a close eye on them for now. As Gato and all of his mercenaries then arrived on the bridge. If you want to get something done, you have to do it yourself, he said, as he turned towards his mercenaries. But Naruto wasn't focusing on that. He was focusing on the masked man who just arrived a distance away, as everything was going as planned, Naruto thought. So yeah guys, that was basically the last part we left off. You guys can switch across the plates and check it out for yourself. So let's start this new episode. Team 7, along with Team 12, all of them, was facing off against the mercenaries, except for Sakura, who was guarding Tazuna. Given that Kushina and Kakashi did not really push themselves so hard in the first battle, and now they cannot find Rayman or Zabuza, they had enough energy, and these mercenaries, these weak ninjas, were nothing to them. Even Mito and Narumi could hold their own, as Naruto and Menma were also cutting down ninjas, but they were not moving as fast as they could. Naruto also had his mind occupied as he was just waiting on the right chance. Naruto quickly summoned a Shadow Clone, and give it enough chakra, as he then vanished, leaving the shadow clone behind. Naruto arrived a distance away from the fighting. "You can come out now," said Naruto, as a swirling vortex appeared right in front of him, and it materialized the masked man. As the masked man looked at Naruto, "So you're him. You're the one that Zetsu told me about." As Naruto smirked. Flashback. It was 3 days ago. Everyone was sleeping as Naruto was sitting in the forest, just looking out of space as he was waiting. He then heard something to his right as Zetsu came onto the ground. "The black one attached your white Zetsu. White Zetsu told me that you wanted to talk. So what is it?" Black Zetsu asked. "I want you to tell him everything," said Naruto. "What?" asked Zetsu. "Tell who what? You know who I'm talking about. Don't play dumb." "Well, I figured that you've gone crazy or something, or you're losing your mind. You can't be suggesting that I tell Obito everything." "Yes, I want you to tell him about me, and who I really am. But don't tell him about my Sharingan or anything. Just tell him that Madara trained me, and I am also working to achieve his goals. Tell him that I'm a worthy partner in crime that can help him. Just make sure he come and visit me," said Naruto. "Have you lost your mind?" Black Zetsu asked. Far from it," said Naruto. "This is all a part of my plan. So would you just do it? You know, he might just lash out, you knowing who he is and everything, and try to kill you. You already know that he can't do that. After I'm going to tell him a special information about what is sealed inside of me. So go," said Naruto. "Make sure that he gets here in time, because I want to talk to him here, not in Konoha." "Your funeral," said Black Zetsu, as he sank into the ground. End of flashback. "So," said the masked man, "you're really Madara Uchiha's student. He trained you as well, to help with his plan." "And what is that plan?" said the masked man. "You're still skeptical," said Naruto. "I have contact with Black Zetsu, so that means I know everything. Think about it. Now, you can stop talking like that, and remove that mask, won't you?" "Obito Uchiha," said Naruto, as Obito narrowed his eyes on the mask. "So you do know who I am?" "Yes, I already told you, and I wish to help you." "Why? Why the hell would I need your help?" "Yeah, I already know about your S-rank criminal group, the Akatsuki. You have some strong ninjas, but I have something that you want, the Nine Tails." "So, you're the one that possessed the Nine Tails? I thought it was split up between Minato's kids." "Well, that's part of it. You see, 5% of the chakra went into both of my sisters. They both possess 5%. But I have the rest of it, the soul and everything. And why do you think I need you? I can just come and take the Nine Tails whenever I please." "Well then, let's see you try," said Naruto. "I'm just kidding," Naruto said. "I'm not here to fight you, I'm here to talk. You see, Madara has implanted the Hoshirama cells within me and given off my heritage, and I'm sure I can survive the extraction of the Nine Tails, because there will be a small amount of chakra left inside of me, even if I have a slim chance of surviving. So yeah, I am willing to give you the Nine Tails without any hustle, any problems." "You're still a ninja of Konoha. How can I trust you?" asked Obito. "Do you know what I've been through?" Naruto asked. "I've been through so much. I don't care about that village anymore. I just want the plan. The infinite Tsukiyomi. This world. I want to be at full peace. I don't want to see deaths and suffering anymore." "And we're a lot alike," said Naruto, as he stepped forward. "I learned more about you. You were on a team with Kakashi Hatake and a girl called Ren. I see now why you're doing this. She died, and I bet you fancy her, and now you want to live in a world where she is alive. You see, I wish to live in a world where peace is, where I never suffered as a kid. That is why I want this plan to be achieved. So what do you say, partners?" "Well, you're not gonna really do anything," said Obito. "That's the thing. You're gonna collect all of the Nine Tails. Well, the 8 of them, that is least. And once you're finished collecting them, I will be here waiting. And then I can give you the Nine Tails. And your plan will be finished." You don't have to come in and try to attack Konoha because I'll willingly give it to you. So what do you say? Do we have a deal? What make you think that you can control the Nine Tails and give it to me that willingly and even break the seal that the fourth Hokage placed on you? Oh, trust me, the Nine Tails has been subdued because of a gift that Madara gave me. And what is that? Asked Obito. Well, we are partners, so I guess I should tell you, said Naruto, as he activated his Sharingan, as Obito narrowed his eyes. You see, Madara knew that I had to have something powerful enough to hold myself and protect myself. So he gave me these eyes, and also the Hoshirama cells inside of me. Can you? Obito said. No, I can't, said Naruto. I haven't seemed to been able to use wood style. It seems like my body is not blending well with it. But I have gotten the incredible regeneration ability. So I believe I can survive the Nine Tails extraction. But as for wood style, I don't seem to have that, Naruto said. So what do you say? The both of us are working for the same goal. Is that a yes or no? Naruto asked. I will be in touch, said Obito, as he disappeared in a swirling vortex. As Naruto just sit back down. Look like things are finally moving quickly, he said to himself. Time skip. The group had taken care of the members, all of those thugs that Gato hired, and Gato wasn't able to escape, seeing that Kushina caught him in her chains, and she handed him over to the villagers. Who knows what they did to him, but let's just say it wasn't pretty. Right now the group was packing, as they were going to leave to go back to Konoha. The mission was a success. The bridge was finished. As Naruto was sitting on the roof, he already finished packing, as the cool breeze was blowing through his hair. As he had his eyes closed, he was just thinking about a lot of things so far, his plans and all that. He then heard a voice. As he opened one of his eyes, he saw that it was that pink-haired girl of Team 7. Sakura Haruno, he said to himself. He then had a flash of that day. As Naruto remembered, she was there. It was her mother that threw the hot water right in his face. Her husband was killed by the Nine Tails that day when she tried to befriend him and he let his guard down. And that woman tried to kill him. As he was now looking at her daughter, it would be so easy to snap her neck. But Naruto calmed himself. He could not reveal anything yet. There is some kind of switch in Naruto's brain, which he can just shut off all of his emotions. Because every time he sees the people of Konoha, or even his family, he feels this boiling rage inside himself. And if he released all of that pent-up stress and anger, he believed that he wouldn't be able to hold back himself from killing all of them. But he can't allow that to happen now. He still has to play like he's on their side. He jumped off the roof and landed right in front of Sakura. She quickly backed back as she hit her ankle and fell over, as she looked up at him without saying a word. She also remembered the day what her mother did to him. Her mother told him to hate this boy because he's responsible for her father's death. But she was scared every time she looked at him, as she wondered if he remembered that day as well, when her mother was torturing him. As she wondered if he would try to attack her for that. But he just walked by her without saying a word, as she let out a sigh of relief. Naruto, said Mito as she came out of the house. Are you ready? She said, as Naruto looked at her. Yeah, I am, he said, as Narumi came out as well. Alright, it's time we head back to Konoha, she said, as Kakashi stepped out along with Kushina. Hey, where is Menma and Sasuke? Asked Kushina. As Sakura looked around. I have no idea, she said. They then heard an explosion in the forest, as the group quickly rushed off. When they arrived there, they saw a panting Sasuke on the ground, as Sasuke was slowly picking up himself, as Menma's hand was coated in fire. As he was looking down at Sasuke. You had enough? Menma asked. Not even close, Sasuke said as he got up. Sasuke quickly went through hand sign. Fire style, fireball jutsu, he said, as Menma raised his hand and released a giant fireball. as the two fireballs smashed into each other, creating dust all over the area. Menma stood in the smoke as Sasuke appeared above him and threw 3 kunais and shurikens, as all of them were deflected. As Menma had 1 kunai in his hand, he then threw that kunai at Sasuke. Sasuke was in mid-air as he twisted his body, but Menma threw another kunai as he stabbed Sasuke right in the leg. As he squealed out in pain, as he fell to the ground, Menma appeared right above him and delivered a sickening kick to his stomach, as Sasuke was sent flying back, and he hit against a tree. As Menma rushed forward, but Kakashi jumped in the middle and stopped the both of them. "What the hell is going on?" Kakashi asked. "Well, you see," said Menma, "the Uchiha said that he wanted to see how powerful I am, seeing that I was able to hold my own against Zabuza in the first fight, and because he was a chicken and just stay behind." As Menma chuckled to himself, "He told me to not hold back, so that is what I did, and look at him now." As Menma started to walk off, as Kakashi looked over at Sasuke, "Is it true?" he asked. As Sasuke tried to get up, but the kunai, as he squealed out in pain. Kushina quickly came over there. "Are you okay?" she asked, looking at Sasuke. "Like you care," Sasuke said, as he turned his head. "Enough of your arrogance," said Kushina. "Let me heal you." As she started to perform medical ninjutsu, as she removed the kunai and started to heal his leg. Once he was fully healed, he scoffed and got up. "Are you okay?" she asked him. "I'm fine," he said. "Don't act like you care." But he walked off as he picked up his bag and started to head off. "Did you really have to beat him that badly?" Mito asked. "I know you're stronger than him, but he's a Uchiha. He has a strong pride," Mito said. As Menma chuckled, "Yeah, he do. But the thing is, he can't back it up." "Hey Naruto, what do you think?" Mito looked around. "Hey Narume, where's Naruto?" she asked. "He's just... What the hell? Where did he go?" she wondered. Sasuke was walking as he saw Naruto lean up against a tree. As Naruto raised his hand as Sasuke stopped. "What do you want?" Sasuke asked. "I just want to know something." "Why do you hate my mother?" he asked him. "Huh. I hate all of you," said Sasuke. "Really? And why is that?" said Naruto. "Why the hell should I tell you anything? You think you're the boss of me? You think you can demand for me to tell you anything?" Sasuke asked. "Oh, I'm not demanding. I'm just asking. I want to know why." As Sasuke scoffed. "Go and ask your worthless father," he said, as he walked by Naruto. "At least I have a father," said Naruto. As that did it, Sasuke quickly grabbed Naruto by his shirt and slammed him against a tree. "Don't you dare speak about my father," he said. "You just spoke about mine, so why shouldn't I speak about your?" Naruto asked, in a cool and calm tone. "Now, I highly suggest that you release me." "And what if I don't?" said Sasuke. "Well, if you don't, I'm gonna break your arm," said Naruto. As Sasuke scoffed. "Do you really think you can?" Back with the group, they were just starting to walk as he heard a scream. "What the hell is going on now?" "That's Sasuke," said Kakashi. As the group quickly went over there, as they saw Sasuke on the ground, holding his arm in pain, as Naruto stood there looking down at him. "What happened?" asked Kakashi. But Sasuke wasn't talking, he was in so much pain. "Naruto," Kakashi said. As Naruto turned and looked at Kakashi. He never spoke to this man before. What gives him the right to call his name? "Naruto, what happened?" asked Kushina, as she saw that Naruto wouldn't answer Kakashi. "The Uchiha held on to my shirt and I told him to let it go. But he didn't. I told him I would break his arm. And he still didn't. So I broke his arm. That's what happened," said Naruto. As Mito rushed over to Sasuke. "Sasuke, you're alright," she said, as she saw how much pain he's in. "Mom, you need to help him." As Kushina walked over, as she examined his arm. "To do this, you need a lot of strength to just snap someone's arm like this. But at least it can be recovered. But it will take some time." "Hold still," said Kushina, as she relocated the bone, as Sasuke cried out in pain, as Narume walked over to Naruto. "Naruto, why did you have to do that?" she asked. Because he was holding onto my shirt and I told him to let me go. As Naruto looked at Narumi, "So, are you taking the Uchiha's side?" he asked her. No, I'm on your side," she said to him. "I told you that we will never let you to think for yourself again. So whatever you say, I believe you," she said to him. Time skip. The group was back at Konoha as they were giving the mission report. As Minato noticed Sasuke's broken arm, he thought it was a fight or something, so he didn't really ask about it. And Kushina and the others decided to leave that out. After the mission report was finished, Minato dismissed Team 7 as Team 12 stayed behind. "What is it, Dad?" asked Mito. "Well," said Minato, "the Chunin exams are coming up." "Chunin exams?" Narumi's eyes went wide. "Really? When?" she said. "Well, in a week." "Whoa, that quick?" "Yes, it's gonna be held in Konoha this year." "So, Kushina, what do you think? Do you think they're ready to take on the Chunin exams?" "Well, after seeing their skills and their fighting, I would say yes. I believe they can be promoted to be Chunin," she said with a smile. "Really, Mom?" said Narumi. As Kushina smiled back at her. "Yeah, I'm gonna be the best Chunin in the village," said Mito. As Naruto remained quiet. Naruto, what do you think about this?" Minato asked. "What kind of other village will there be?" Naruto asked. "Well, a team from Kumo is coming, a team from the Sand, and multiple team from the Rain Village, and other teams such as Grass, and the Land of Frost," Minato said. "Sounds interesting," said Naruto. Naruto, since you're going to be in Chunin exams, I would like to teach you something." "And what is that?" Naruto asked. "Well, one of my prized techniques, the Rasengan. Mito and Narumi already know it, so I believe you should rightfully know it as well." "That sounds interesting," said Naruto. "When do I learn it?" he asked. "Well, I believe I can teach you in this week, although it did take Mito and Narumi a while to learn it. But I believe with me focusing alone on you, you will learn it rather quickly. And if you don't learn it by that time, we can still work on it after the Chunin exams." "That sounds great," said Naruto. Hearing that brought a smile to Minato's face. "Alright, see you guys at home," he said. And with that, Team 12 headed off. They were walking through the streets. "Hey, Naruto," said Kushina. "I never asked you before, you see. On Fridays, I always allow Mito or Narumi, or your father, to pick what special food they want. And seeing that the past Fridays has been given to the others, I believe this Friday should be yours. I want you to be in the family as much as possible," she said to him. They were currently walking past a ramen restaurant. As Naruto smelled ramen, that brought a smile to his face, a genuine smile, as you remember back then. But then, his smile turned into pure anger, but he didn't show it, as you remember when they poisoned his food. "Ramen," said Naruto. "Can you prepare ramen?" he asked. "Oh yeah, I can," she said to him. "Well then, I want ramen," Naruto said. "Okay, I will make that for you." "Don't worry," Naruto said. "Mito, Mom, ramen is awesome. Once you eat that, you're gonna love it so much." "I hope so," said Naruto, as they continued to walk. A distance away from them, about 5 groups of friends, as they were in a bar drinking. It was now midday, as the 5 of them were drunk. "You will all have to leave," said the bartender, as they were cursing others for no reason. "What? We're paying customers," one of them said, as the bartender then told them to leave. They looked at him. "Come on, screw this place, guys. There is a lot of other bars in this place." "You're lucky," said one of them. "Lucky for what?" the bartender said. "If we were a little bit more drunker, we would have come back and burned down this place." As they chuckled and went off. As they were now walking on the road, as the 5 of them were slurring their words, as they were looking around. "Hey guys," said the middle one, "let's go to a different bar and get wasted some more." "Yeah, let's," said the rest of them. As one of them then spotted Kushina. "Hey, isn't she the wife of the 4th Hokage?" he asked. "Yeah," said the other one. "So that means those 2 girls are her daughter. And that black-haired kid. Wait, it can't be." "It is." That's a demon boy, he whispered. Oh, he changes here and think that he could hide from us. It's been a long time since we gave him a beating. What do you say about now, he said, as the rest of them smirk. Remember, the Hokage or his wife ain't gonna do shit about it if we beat the crap out of him. So let's enjoy ourselves. As a group quickly made their way over to Naruto, Narume, and Mito and Kushina who were walking. The group stopped in front of them. Can we help you, gentlemen? Asked Kushina. Don't talk to us, said the middle one. We know that brat right there is him. He's been missing for a long time in the village. Well, he hasn't been missing. He changes here so people don't find out it's him. But right now, we want some revenge. What are they talking about? Asked Mito. As she looked over at Narumi to see Narumi's eyes went wide. As Mito quickly realized what is going on. As she then looked at Naruto. These guys are the ones who used to beat him back then. I can't allow this to happen, she said. As Mito stepped in front of Naruto. You are not going to lay a finger on him. I suggest that you move out of the way, brat. Unless you want us to turn on you. Kushina then stepped forward. You cannot touch him, she said. He's a member of Konoha. He's a ninja, a genin. You cannot lay a finger on him unless you want him to retaliate. And trust me, you don't. He's a part of Team 12 and I'm their sensei, and I won't let you touch him. Huh. Big talk coming from you. The last time we held him and beat the crap out of him, you and your husband walked past, like you didn't even care. Why do you care now? He asked. Hearing that, Kushina lowered her head, as she couldn't turn and look at Naruto, as her heart just sank, as she remembered that day like it was yesterday. Mito and Naruto were sad as well. Move out of my way, the man said as he stepped forward. As Narume stepped forward as well, the man brought down his hand as he tried to smack Narume right in the face. But before his hand could touch Narume, Naruto was holding on to his wrist. Naruto, Narume said, as Kushina and the two girls watched in shock, as Naruto raised the man off the ground by just lifting his hand. How strong is he? They wondered. As Naruto threw the man into a building, as he smashed into it with great force. His other four friends' eyes went wide. Run! He's gonna kill us! They all screamed. As they ran off, as people were watching and wondering what the hell is going on. But Kushina noticed Naruto wasn't finished there, as he started to walk forward towards the man. She quickly walked over and she placed a hand on his shoulder. She felt something. She could feel the hate and rage bubbling inside of him. She could feel a glimpse of the Kyuubi's power. As Naruto turned at her, his eyes, usually red and calm, but now they were red and flashing dangerously. As Kushina started to cry, Naruto, please. I know what they might call you, a monster and all that. But you're a ninja of Konoha now. Please don't prove them right. Let's just go, she said to him. As Naruto's eyes returned back to normal, as he started to walk off, as the rest of them followed behind him. Time skip. 1 week later, Naruto was sitting on top of the Hokage's monument, as a swirling vortex came behind him, as Obito came out of it. So, that ability of yours, you can just go anywhere, said Naruto. Yes, I can, said Obito. So, let me ask you a question. Why don't you just go to the village where the tail beasts are and kidnap them? That's not how it works, said Obito. Zetsu has to gather information on them first, and then the Akatsuki go there and take them down. But we're not ready yet to start our plans. We haven't gotten all members yet, and Orochimaru left the organization some time back, so he's still a missing member of the organization. Huh. It seems like you really trust me now, said Naruto, telling me all of your details. That's not what I came here for. Black Zetsu told me that he never knew you, or of your existence. You are mostly familiar with the white Zetsus, but you gained contact with Black Zetsus from them, so that you could talk to me. Yeah, that's right, said Naruto. Well, I have gained some information. Orochimaru, one of the legendary Sanins, he is at Konoha right now. He is gonna be doing something in this upcoming Chunin exams. Huh, you worried about me, said Naruto. I am worried about my asset, the thing inside of you. You know if you die, the tail beast will take years to reform, and that will put off our plan. And also you will not be in the infinite Tsukiyomi world. After what you have told me, even though you possess a Sharingan, and given that you cannot use the Mokidan ability, I don't think you're a match for Orochimaru. So watch yourself. I don't think he's after you though. Given that he doesn't know about your Sharingan, the reason why he defected from the Akatsuki, he was trying to steal Itachi's Sharingan. So, watch yourself. And don't be too close to the last Uchiha in Konoha. That's all I came here to say, said Obito, as he disappeared in a swirling vortex. Hearing that Naruto smile, it seemed like he's getting to trust him more and more. But soon they will battle, and he will kill him. Seeing that he already know about that ability of his, and how to get by it. As Naruto smirked, as he then got up. Well, Chunin exams, here I come, he said, as he jumped off of the Hokage's monument, as he vanished in mid-air. Sometime later, where is he? Asked Mito, as she and Narume were outside of the academy. The both of them were sitting down, as Kushina was there as well. I have no idea, said Narume. Mom, did you see him this morning or something? Asked Mito. That's the thing, when I went to wake him up, no one was in his room. He already left out early in the morning, so I have no idea where he is. Meanwhile, in the Hokage's office. What? Said Minato as he was looking at Jiraiya who was in front of him. That is what he told me, said Jiraiya. One of your children will bring pure destruction to this world, ending the ninja nation as we know it. Minato's mind flashed on Naruto. After what you told me about him, I don't think that he's forgiven you guys already. There is some possibility that he might change his mind and try to destroy and attack Konoha. Naruto is strong, but he doesn't have the power to attack and destroy Konoha. The prophecy is not wrong, said Jiraiya. Damn it, I will have to tell Kushina about this. What are you gonna do? Asked Jiraiya. We're gonna try to get more involved in Naruto's life. And I need you there as well. Me? Why do you need me? Asked Jiraiya. Because he hasn't met his godfather. Of course I met the kid before. Well, back then, said Minato, we weren't really a part of his life. I mean really met him and talked to him, as a godfather should. Oh, I understand what you mean, but I'm not finished what the prophecy told me yet. There is another part, but this part isn't a riddle or something. It said, from the golden and the red. I believe that mean you and Kushina with your hair, or it go by your title, the yellow flash and the red habanero. It stated that there would be 3 saviors, but the darkness take over, bringing light to the other 2. The 2 must combine to bring hope back to the other. But the last one has all the power, and he can choose whether to end civilization as we know it, or bring light to civilization. And it said darkness is in everyone, and that creation shall bring destruction to the world, but he will not be alone. It's kind of confusing, said Jiraiya, as Minato looked down. I won't let this happen, he said as he looked up. I will do my best. I cannot allow Naruto to be consumed by darkness. After all this village, after me, after all of us has done to him, most people would have snapped by now, but he has held on to his humanity, and he has shown us that he will give us another chance. He's even warming up to his sisters. We even had a ramen night which he loved so much, and he had a smile on his face the entire night after eating Kushina's ramen. I don't believe that he could really be playing us all this time. I don't believe my son will do this. Meanwhile, Naruto was walking up to the academy. Naruto, what took you so long? Mito yelled. I had to do with a few last preparations, said Naruto. As they noticed, he was in a different clothing. He was wearing a long black cloak. Underneath that, he was wearing a black shirt, black ninja sandals, along with black Anbu pants. 2 swords are strapped to his back, but these ones were different. It wasn't the one he was using first time. This sword had a black hilt with their blades long and sharp, as Naruto had his hair combed down, to where he has bangs in his face, so if he lowered his head you couldn't see his eyes. As he walked up to the group, "What are you doing here?" he said, looking at Kushina. "Oh, I'm here to just wish you all good luck, seeing that I cannot pass from beyond here. Remember, it's room 302, she said to them with a smile on her face. "I hope all of you guys pass." She gave them a warm smile, as Mito and Narumi smiled back. "Of course we will, Mom. Just who do you think we are?" said Mito. "We're like the powerfulest kunoichi in this world." As Kushina chuckled, "I told you to stop being so arrogant and underestimating your opponent. There is some strong ninjas coming here. But don't worry, we will crush all of them," said Narumi. "Don't you think, Naruto?" Narumi asked. As Naruto gave a small smile. "Of course we will," he said to them. Seeing that, Kushina smiled back. Things were really changing between her and her son, and all of them. He was starting to accept them back in his life, and she was just grateful, so grateful for that, and she wished everything just continued on. But how wrong she was. And with that, the group head inside, as Naruto was talking to Narumi. "So, how did the training go?" "Dad won't tell me," said Narumi. "I won't tell you either. You're just gonna have to wait and see," said Naruto. As Narumi pouted, "Why are you guys like that?" she said. "Always keeping a big secret." "But alright, I'll wait," she said. As Naruto knew that someone was in front of him coming towards him, but the person seemed distracted as well. "Like hell if I do," said Karu. As both Naruto and her smashed into each other, as the both of them fell to the ground. "Damn it, watch where you're going," Karu shouted, as she picked herself up. "Aren't you going to apologize?" she asked, as she looked at Naruto. As Naruto saw her two teammates. So these are the team from Kumo, he wondered. As Naruto looked back at Narumi and Mito, as the both of them were pissed. They knew that their mother was almost taken by Kumo ninjas after a story from Kushina, so they hated the Cloud. "He has nothing to apologize for," said Mito as she stepped forward. "Yes," said Narumi. "You were the one who bumped into him, so back off and watch your mouth." As Karu chuckled, "Little Konoha bitches, you have a mouth on you, don't you?" "What did you just say?" asked Narumi. As Narumi stepped forward, Naruto placed up his hand. "Naruto?" said Narumi. "I would watch how you talk to my sister," said Naruto. "Huh? And what are you gonna do about it?" Karu. "Calm down," said Amoy. "No, I'm not gonna calm down. This brat, think he can just talk to me like that and get away with it? I should put you in your place." As Mito stepped forward, put him in his place. "Do you know who we are? We are the son and daughters of Minato Namikaze." "That makes it even worse," said Karu. "We hate your yellow flash. So that means we hate you as well. You dare come into our village talking about our father and the Hokage like that? We should put you in your place," said Mito. As Naruto stood there, as he narrowed his eyes at Yujito. As we go into a flashback, Minato was talking to Naruto, as he was trying to create a bond with his son. As he told Naruto about the Jinchurikis coming, one from the Sand and one from Kumo, as he told Naruto just to watch himself in Chunin exams. As Naruto wondered, was it her? She seemed different from these other two, more out of it, like she has been through a lot. "So you're one of them who has to die," Naruto thought. As he then narrowed his eyes to the side, as he noticed a Sand team also walking in. He could tell from the start who was the Jinchuriki already. "Gara of the Sand," he thought to himself. Well, this Chunin exams will be interesting. As Naruto started to walk off, Karu placed a hand on his shoulder quite rough. "Do you think I'm done with you?" she said to him. "You still haven't apologized yet." Naruto walked closer to her, until she was flustered as he was too close, as he placed a hand on her shoulder and whispered in her ear. When he finished whispering, she quickly cowered down, as she just stepped away from him, as Amoy and the others wonder what the hell Naruto just said to her, as they never see Karu back down this quickly before. "What did he say?" asked Amoy. Nothing," Karu said. "Let's just go." As Yujito narrowed her eyes at Naruto. "Naruto?" said Mito. "Are you alright?" "Yes, I'm fine," said Naruto. "Let's go," as they headed off. But guys, in the end this episode right here, if you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notifications stay posted. Remember to share with all of your friends in your social media platform. But for now, I'm out. Peace.